What's the haps? I'm Morocco and welcome to Without Within 2, which is the sequel to the game that we were playing the other day, which is Without Within 1. This follows the stories of Vinti, the calligrapher, and her exploits and adventures in the world. And if you didn't see the first one, I understand that you don't need to know the first one to follow this, but look, it was like 20 minutes. Go watch that video. It covers it all. That one was free. This one I think is a little bit longer, has a little bit more content. Less choices, I believe. In fact, I'm not sure if there are any choices, but either way, there is more stuff and it has a little bit of a nominal price tag attached to the game, so you're actually getting something for your money here, whereas the last game, yeah, it was just a little short bite-sized free thing. So this is the sequel, this is the Adventures of Vinti. Let us hop on in and follow the story. She's looking very strange today. What? I stood in front of my bathroom mirror staring at the results. Well, it was worth a shot at least. Hey, when people kept going on and on about my eyes, I had to try something. Yes, ever since I became a YouTube celebrity, I'd been following the internet's opinions about me. Latest comments. What's with those eyes? Why are her eyes closed? Do her eyes ever open? Spoilers! And so on. If people stopped saying things like that, I would never become so conscious about it. I should have known whiteboard markers would never do the trick though. Oof, I almost went with permanent too. I noticed that crack in the corner above my mirror. It had been there for well over a year now, but I still felt as though the wall had cracked after seeing my ridiculous face. Oh well, time to leave and clock in another restaurant shift. Still stuck in the opening chapter of my road to calligraphy stardom. Sometimes it felt as if a troll had glued my pages shut. I locked my door before heading out. Not that I had anything worth stealing. $2.50 for that ripped sofa if anyone was interested. Hey, what's with her face? Those eyes, lol! Time to clock in another restaurant shift after I washed off these darn markings. Ooh, a new shampoo ad featuring Excelia. I wished I could have hair as silky smooth as hers. No need to pretend you never heard of her. Even my grandma knew of Excelia, the prodigy calligrapher. I heard that in a recent calligraphy contest, Excelia's work moved one of the judges to tears. What does it mean? Oh, what does it mean? That judge murmured as she sobbed. According to rumours, she needed therapy afterwards. Just by showing her face on that ad, Excelia had probably raked in more cash than I made in a year. Excelia seemed so unreachable that sometimes I wondered if she really existed. Well, I'd find out for myself soon enough. A few months ago, I received a grant to attend Excelia's upcoming show in Melbourne, Australia. By the time I turned around, well, the grant I could never have afforded these plane tickets. Yes, out of college and never been on a flight before. Leave me alone. First, let me go and get this final restaurant shift out the way. I wish I could spin the hands on a clock and make time go faster. Watch out, world, Excelia would soon meet her match. Lol, damn eyes. No more checking my calendar four times a day, for the moment had finally arrived. Today I would be travelling overseas for the first time. Were you expecting some gag where I woke up late and missed my plane? Sorry to disappoint, but I hardly even slept last night. Maybe I could catch up on sleep during my flight, though I heard only a chosen few possessed the gift of sleeping on a plane. Can confirm, that is true. I did have tremendous difficulty with that one, yep. I spent the day pacing around my living room and rolling on the bed in excitement. Pack? I did that 4 months ago when I received my grant. Anyway, for a 2-day trip, all I needed was my backpack. Heck, I already bought the express bus tickets that would take me from Melbourne Airport into the city as well. Could head to the airport nice and early, but that would make me look like a child waiting for the theme park to open. Come on, this was no holiday trip. I did this all in the name of calligraphy. A lady like me had no reason to rush. After changing out of my pajamas, I left the apartment and bumped into my landlady in the hallway. I pressed my shoulder against the wall to avoid being crushed by her body. Good morning, Miss Vinti, the landlady said. She lowered her glasses and stared at my backpack. Where might you be off to? I'm heading to Australia for a couple of days. Australia? With her shocked tone, you would have thought I said I was flying to Mars. Landlady softened her voice as if trying to make a kid confess he'd spilled milk. Miss Vinti, we all love holidays, but you should never resort to crime. What? Poor people had no right to go on trips? Sure, I was 2 weeks late with my last rent, but still, cut me a break. I need to go. With a twitchy smile, I squeezed past the landlady and headed for the stairs. Gee, she better not call the cops on me or anything. I should have told her about that grant I got. I don't get... What happened there? Why was she talking about her committing crime? It's like, because you're behind on your rent, the police are after you, and you're going to be arrested? Or does she still think Australia is a penal colony? And it's like, that's where we're shipping off all our criminals off to Australia. You're a little behind the times, landlady. Not sure what that deal was with that. That was a very strange conversation. And so I turned up to the airport 8 hours before takeoff. A timely arrival befitting of a calm lady, if you ask me. If someone offered me a job in this airport, I would gladly accept it. The staff wore uniforms grand enough for banquets, and the aircon meant no more reeking of sweat during summer shifts. Unlike that crammed restaurant I worked in, the hallways were wide enough to fit 1,000 Vinties. Sunlight peered in through the glass panels to my left, making the ceiling lights obsolete. Maybe I should quit my restaurant job and apply to become a flight attendant. Yes, I can imagine the passengers' reactions now. Look, Mummy, that girl is so pretty! Excuse me, madam, Vinty's your name according to the pilot? A charming name outmatched only by your beauty! The smell of fried chicken snapped me from my trance. A man strolled towards me with a bucket of chicken wings in his hands. I recognized his face, as well as that body odor. It was the guy who made fun of my calligraphy twice on the streets. Hey, you're that calligrapher girl who thinks she's hot stuff, the man said, spitting a piece of chicken onto my face. Good thing I've already landed from my flight, continued. If I had to catch the same plane as you, I'd rather swim. I wished he did swim and drown, or get eaten by sharks. Just ignore him, Vinty, we already got a crazy calligrapher dubstep remix with original. This world had no need for a sequel. The troll kept eating his chicken as he walked off. Seriously, one day karma would make him choke on those bones. Just wait until I mastered all the secrets behind Excelia's success. This guy would crawl back and beg for a chance to kiss my cheeks. Not that I'd let those greasy lips touch me. Seeing this troll again did, however, remind me why I came here. I had devoted myself to the path of a calligrapher, and that flight attendant job I dreamed of belonged in a different life. I shifted my attention to those planes docked behind the windows. Having only seen them in flight, I had no idea they were this big up close. To regular flyers, this might be nothing more than a bus ride, but for me, I might as well be boarding a spaceship. Once the crowd cleared, I pulled out my phone and snuck in a few photos. And now the time had come for me to ride on one of these planes. My heart started to race from the anticipation. As I lined up for boarding, I checked the displays over and over to make sure I was on the right flight. Landing in the wrong country would be too tragic, even by Vinty standards. I thought I could score a close-up view of the plane as I boarded, but a tunnel connected me directly inside. The disappointment made me pout a little. A flight attendant stood by the entrance. With a smile like that, I almost thought she was applying for a beauty pageant. The passengers in front of me showed this lady their tickets before boarding. Good morning, miss, the staff said when my turn came. I gave a nervous nod as I showed her my ticket. The lady beamed and pointed towards the left column of seats. Thank you for travelling with us. Let's see. Row 32. Found it. The passengers around me stashed their suitcases into those cabinets located above the seats. After slinging off my backpack, I reached for my cabinet's handle, but they were out of my grasp. A staff came over and helped me pack away the bag. A staff? Is that a staff member? I feel like that's an awkward turn of phrase. You wouldn't refer to someone as being a staff. Or maybe just a wooden stick came over. An anthropomorphic wooden stick came over and helped pack away the bag. Who knows? Some kid nearby chuckled at me as he climbed onto the seat to stow away his luggage. What a cheating brat. I smiled upon confirming that my chair was positioned next to the window. A must for newbie flyers, really. Yep, can confirm. Window seat the best. Window seat definitely the best. I'd not even just newbies. I mean, I've not flown loads, but I still, yeah. I've flown a few times and window seat is always best. I mean, I know some people don't like it, but why would you not? It's like, you get to see the planet and stuffs. Have you seen our planet lately? From, like, all the way up there? It's really cool. It's way better than whatever mediocre movies they've got on the in-flight entertainment. Like, seriously, that's like an entire planet down there, and it's awesome. And you can see it, like, from altitude. These are cool things, guys. People don't appreciate that. Anyway, I took my seat and gazed out the window at a van delivering gourmet food to the neighbouring planes. The glass panel was smaller than I'd hoped, but it'd have to do. The couple packed their suitcase into my cabinet before taking 2 seats next to me. I swore I caught them sneering when I snapped a photo of the window view. Cool, it must be an on-flight policy to make fun of everyone who liked planes. Sorry if I missed the memo. Passengers started to strap on their seatbelts, so I followed suit and fastened mine as well. As we moved towards the runway, I smiled at the other planes landing from the skies. This must be how excited kids felt when they browsed toy catalogues. Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff. Seconds after that announcement, the plane engines began to roar. The plane jittered as it accelerated along the runway. Thankfully, it only lasted for a moment. The wheels soon lifted off the ground and into the air. Ooh, there's a thing there. It says video. Now, I'm aware this launches a YouTube video. I just don't know where it launches it. And I'm going to go on a limb and assume it's probably launches it in a browser window? I don't know whether it would launch it within the game. Basically, a lot of the sort of bonus extra content in the game is footage that the writer, developer, whatever one might call the person who creates a visual novel, shot on a trip to Melbourne to tie in with the game. And yeah, I guess we can click on the video button to watch these videos. I'm going to click on it, but I don't know whether it's going to launch it in a browser window, and if it launches in a browser window, I'm not really going to be able to share it with you. I suppose the best I can do is... hopefully I can take links to all those and put them in the description below. I would argue I could put them in an annotation, but I don't know if I've got the wherewithal to actually sort out where they're all going to go in the video. I'm going to click on this, okay? Yeah, can confirm it's a browser window. I can't show you that. They'll be linked in the description at the very least. Or maybe they'll be linked. If I can remember to do that. I promise nothing. I never promise anything. I don't promise things. If I promise things, I have to deliver on them, right? After unclipping my seatbelt, I stood up to head for the bathroom. I bumped knees with a woman beside me, and she frowned as I squirmed by. The window seat did have its bad points, after all. As I shuffled towards the front of the plane, I passed several rows of seats with enough legroom to satisfy even my landlady. These must be the business class chairs, or first class, or whatever they were called. I doubted I would ever get to experience such luxury. As I passed the first class seats, I spotted a girl kneeling on the floor, stretching her arm under a chair. Her pose reminded me of a homeless person reaching for a coin in the gutter. Certainly not something I'd expect to see from an upper-class snob. And I recognized who this person was. Aside from her tiny eyes, the girl on her knees looked exactly like Excelia. She had the same blue hair featured in those shampoo ads. Her calligrapher attire seemed to belong in a different era. This had to be Excelia without a doubt. Our plane was headed for Melbourne, it made sense. What was with the tiny eyes though? Maybe her eyes were actually photoshopped in all those posters to look big. No need to be ashamed, Excelia, I understood the pain all too well. Did Excelia drop her glasses under that chair? She always had a pair on in those commercials. I heard some men got off on that. A couple of Excelia's bodyguards crouched beside her and tried to reach under the chair as well. Too bad their bulky arms had no hope of reaching under the seat. A small stature like mine might have a chance though. As I approached Excelia, her guards rose and stepped forward to block my path. Relax, I only came for the glasses. I ducked under the seat and, as I'd guessed, Excelia's glasses sat on the far end. My whole body managed to fit under the chair, so I crawled in and retrieved the spectacles with ease. Should I feel proud about that? Yeah, probably not. I climbed out and offered the glasses to Excelia. One of her guards snatched them from my hand instead. There you go, boss, the guard said, handing the glasses back to Excelia. What a suck-up. It was me who got them out of that mess. Oh well, I never expected anything in return anyway. Why was I here again? Oh right, the bathroom. Much better. The flush sounded so strong inside this toilet. If I shifted my head too close, the force might suck me right out of the plane. Wait, why would I put my face anywhere near the bowl to begin with? I better return to my seat and catch up on some sleep. After washing my hands, I stepped out of the bathroom. When I walked past Excelia, she waved at me to come and sit next to her. I felt unworthy of the honour, though to be honest, seeing her tiny eyes in real life did remind me that she too was only human. Maybe we were in fact on the same level after all. And then Excelia put on her glasses. Dun dun dun! Magical girl transformation! Or something of the sort. I don't know. Oh. So much was being on the same level. Excelia could put a bag of peanuts on her head and it would be much more worthy of the chair than I. As I took the seat next to Excelia, I could smell the scent of her perfume. It must be from that same brand she always endorsed in those ads of hers. I read in a magazine that Excelia was only a year older. How could I catch her in such a short time? Oh, I would have better luck giving up and going after that flight attendant career instead. Sorry about the guard, Excelia said. Please give me a chance to thank you properly. Were those words meant for my ears? Oh god, Excelia just spoke to me. My guards had taken seats on the adjacent side. That meant I had a chance for some one-on-one time with her. Most calligraphers could pray their whole lives and never have this opportunity. If I wanted to catch Excelia, I had better observe and mimic her every action. Once Excelia put her glasses back on, the air around her seemed to sparkle. If I'd brought my sunnies, I'd have put them on right about now. I wonder if Excelia knew how to turn these sparkles off. If not, how did she even sleep? Did she glitter while sitting on the loo as well? Okay, digging a bit too deep there.